Here in the Pacific Northwest, we've got some great industry sectors right here in our backyard. We're one of the largest unmanned systems clusters in the whole world. We have big aerospace, obviously big aerospace presence in this region. And at the same time, there's a lot of companies that are doing medical device equipment. And so the Pacific Northwest is really a great place to have a wide view of several real important industry sectors. I've been in electronics manufacturing since 1980. I started soldering circuit boards to have a job while I was in college, and so I do know how to solder, although I'm sure the production folks don't want me out there. But I really enjoy the interaction and making a positive impact between our team and our customers and our suppliers. We call it 360 degrees of impact. It's a very Stephen Covey-based law of the harvest, where you're touching the suppliers, the customers, the employees, and your community all at the same time. Some people would say that manufacturing is dirty and dangerous, and well, my mom worked in a clay factory, so it was dirty and it was old and not so safe. So I didn't intentionally plan on doing that, but once I got into the electronics business and the cleanliness and the static controls and the precision by which we do things, it's a very clean and very precise environment. The circuit boards that we build go into aerospace, defense, unmanned systems, and unmanned systems are the drones, air, ground, and water drones. And so you can imagine right now, there's drones that are used for agriculture, for exploration, underwater drones for sea exploration. And then I also mentioned that we built some circuit board assemblies that ended up on the International Space Station. And so to know that this thing that I touched ended up on a space station is just way cool.
The complexity of some of the boards that we work with it's insane seeing all the little parts working together to make this magnificent circuit turn on and come to life. The most challenging part of my job would be when it comes to troubleshooting certain boards. When you've been working on a circuit and you finally end up fixing it and it works and you're able to move it on, get it to the customer with no problems, that always feels great.
We continually look at the bench strength of our teams and where do we need to support people in their development, whether it's more training, whether it's technical training, or if somebody wants to take classes at the local community college and do more skills training. And so we always look at that as investments on the part of the company to help us do better for our customers. The most important traits of it for a new employee would probably be first, a willingness to listen, willingness, again, seek first to understand, some curiosity to want to know why behind things instead of just the basic answer of why things are done, and then what I call learning agility. Always wanting to learn, always wanting to adapt, and learning from a variety of different people in the organization. There's different generations in every organization, and somebody coming in new, being able to adapt to multiple different generations instead of the generation that they're in is really important. I think the skills that help me do my job well, first and foremost, managing your ego. There's 3 different ego states we talk about here: the parent, the adult, and the child. And we want to always try to be in the adult ego state when working with each other instead of parent-child imbalances. So that's important. The key to having good interactions is start with listening. To interact well in the organization and with our customers, always seeking first to understand and then continuing with the interaction after that. One of the things that we do to recognize people is we have end-of-day huddles at each of our production cells, and what our production leads are trained to do is to begin with positives and to recognize, here's something that went really well today and somebody did this as a good job, and calling that out in front of their peers and recognizing them. So we try to manage that in our daily management huddles and system. And then we also have company meetings where we'll bring up things that happened that were really favorable or positive. But we try to use that to show them that what they're doing is just not ordinary, it's extraordinary.